And here we are on the Friday Vibes Morning Show. It's 9 o'clock, so you know what that means. It's time for the real gods. My man Jey Hussain is here to give you his weekend suggestions. And like I said earlier in the show, I couldn't wait to talk to him because he had me watching He-Man on a Friday night. On a Friday night, I was in the crib watching He-Man and enjoying it. So, the suggestions be on point. Had my wife on the show earlier. She was like, no, she never watched it. She watches the segment, but she never took the suggestions. I said, you're wrong for that. I said, you know what? I said that's why you always not liking what you watch on Netflix is you didn't take the suggestions. So, so here he is, Jey Hussain with the weekend suggestions. Jey Hussain, what you got, brother?
Hey, man. Good morning, Jay, Kristen, and New Twist family. Hey, man, I got a little lineup for y'all, man. This week in the movies, look, first thing I want you guys to go see, if you get out, because, Jay, it's going to be a beautiful weekend, my brother, okay?
All
Here
right.
in the tri-state area, it's going to be very nice this weekend, man. So if you get a chance to get out, Disney just dropped The Jungle Cruise, man, starring The Rock, man. Y'all know Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Look, this movie is basically based on the theme park ride at Disney World. So if you guys ever been to Disney World, Disneyland, they actually have the Jungle Cruise ride there, man. And basically, The Rock plays a World War I riverboat captain. He on a mission to find this tree of life, right? This tree of life basically is this healing tree that got all of these powers and stuff, man. It's a great movie for the family. Very action-packed, man. It seemed like The Rock don't let us down. I'm really like, damn. Some days I forget this guy was a wrestler, man. He's a bona fide actor at this point, right? You know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's got a ton of Disney movies actually under his belt. So here we go again, man. Make sure y'all check this one out. This is Jungle Cruise. It will be on Disney Plus, but if you get a chance to get out in the movies, try to get out and see it. All right.
Let me put a dime in the meter real quick,
Sure.
because you're right about sometimes you forget he was a wrestler, right? And by the time The Rock came around in wrestling, I had checked out of wrestling. I wasn't into it, but he brought me back into wrestling.
Absolutely.
Like he was must see TV at that time when he was part of it, and it was just crazy. He was must see TV as a wrestler, and now I'm checked out again. But you know,
let me tell you something. Rock had the Versace shirts. He had
yes, he did.
He
Yes,
had
the
the
Versace
vernacular,
shades.
the eyebrow. I mean, he's
had
a
it
legend, man.
Now, okay, I gotta ask you this because I was going to let you, but I gotta ask you this: did you ever see the clip? I saw it live, but did you ever see the clip of? I guess what was the People's Elbow that he was doing? It wasn't even a match. He had on his Versace shirt. He had the shoes on, and he bounced off the ropes and he slid on his shoes across the ring and the gator border elbow. I'm gonna find it.
You gotta send it to me.
I gotta send that. That was dope. That was one. It was dope.
The Rock is he always on point, man. And it's like, I guess when you just a legend, everything you do is legendary, man. Because I'm a fan of his acting. I've seen him do comedy now, serious. I mean, he's pretty good, man. And I will say this: there have been a ton of wrestlers that have tried their hand at acting, and you do have some that sustain. Like you got like John Cena, who does serious movies as well, and Batista. Batista does a lot of good movies. But what I'll say is, when we were younger, it seems that the wrestlers could never get out of their wrestling character to become a regular character. So Hulk Hogan was Hulk Hogan in every movie.
Yes, he was.
You know?
Yes, he was.
Stuff
no
like
holds
that.
barred. And what was that one? It was Tropic Thunder or something like that. I don't know if that was a TV show. Tropic Thunder was the one with
Robert Downey Jr.
It was some other one. I don't know. Something Thunder. But go ahead. I'll have to look that up now.
But yeah, check that one out. So that was Jungle Cruise. The next one I want you guys to watch, man. This for the lovers in the building, man. We were just talking about date night and things like that off air. And we got a rom-com here, a black rom-com. It's called Resort to Love. All right. So this one is actually starring Christina Milian, Jay Farrow, and my man Sinqua Walls. Now, y'all know Sinqua Walls. He actually played Sean on Power, which was 50 Cent's son that he had killed. You know, Sinqua is actually he's a great actor, man. He's an emerging actor. He's dope. Plays a good role on this, man. But y'all know my man Jay Farrow from Saturday Night Live does all the impersonations. And personally, my son's first crush, Christina Milian. He gonna be embarrassed if he hear that, but that's the truth. You know?
Hey, it was one of my, I don't know what number it was, but she was one of mine too.
She was on the list, right? Yeah, well, it's dope, man. This is a good rom-com. Anybody looking for something, man, is basically about a singer with a broken heart who go out of town to an island resort where she sees her ex-fiance who's currently getting married at that resort, man. And This movie was actually produced by Alicia Keys. So,
Okay.
I mean, you talk about black star power, man. This one is on Netflix, man. I think you guys will enjoy it. It's pretty funny. And again, it's a rom-com, man. So pull your boo close. You know what I mean? Check it out. All right.
Think I'll do that today.
Right. Exactly. Now, if you don't got a boo, unfortunately, and you just want to laugh because you're lonely, the Plastic Cup Boys, man. The Plastic Cup Boys got a new stand-up, man. It just dropped, actually. I think it dropped today, if I'm not mistaken. But it's starring Joey Wells, Will Spank Horton, and Naeem Lynn, man. The show was out in Atlanta. They doing it, man. You know, these boys, if y'all follow Kevin Hart, y'all know that these are Kevin Hart guys, man. Is part of Kevin Hart's crew. And this one is actually shot on Kevin Hart's network. I apologize for getting the name of the network. I think it's
the LOL. Is it
LOL network? Is that what it is?
LOL, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I can't. I'm drawing a blank too, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
it drops under his umbrella. This is one of the first comedies under his umbrella, man. And who else better to do it than the Plastic Cup Boys, man? So make sure y'all tune into that, man. All right. The next thing I want y'all to watch now. We didn't had a little. Let's see where we at. We didn't had Jungle Cruise for the kids. We didn't had Resort to Love. That's a rom-com. We didn't have the Plastic Cup Boys stand up, which is a comedy. Now I got an action movie for y'all called Jolt, man. If y'all are into action movies out here and y'all like, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank today, but her name is the girl from Underworld, Kate Beckinsale. I know I would get that joke.
Are you good? I would have never got that one.
Yeah, she's starring in this. This is good, man. She play a bouncer, right? She play a bouncer who got like a slightly anger management murderous. She kind of crazy, right? And she wear this vest that was given to her by like her therapist. This shock vest, where every time she feel like she about to kill somebody, she shock herself. And without giving the movie away, let's just say the vest don't always work. Right?
Okay.
Make sure y'all tune in this one. It's action packed, man. A lot of shooting, a lot of bang bang. A lot of my people like to see that. So here y'all go. Again, this one is called Jolt. It is on Amazon Prime, and of course, you can catch it on RGTV. All right, and for my number one thing for y'all to watch, it just so happens that it's not on the weekend, but I won't talk to you guys till next week. It is on Tuesday. It's Versus. The Locks versus Dipset, man.
Ooh.
I don't even know. Listen, can I get a close-up with it? Listen, the Locks versus Dipset, Jay. Now, I'm a Locks fan, and I'm a Dipset fan. And I've been asking my homies, and I've been asking my people, who do they think? I ain't got a straight answer yet, man. So can I get something from you, Jay?
So you know what? I think it's going to depend on what you really like, right? Because after the Diddy era, the Locks wasn't really party. Right. Dipset's not really party, but they have more party in them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I guess it depends on what you like. That's a tough one though. That's a tough one.
I think I'm just gonna put my Timbs on because it's gonna be a real New York type situation. I'm gonna just put my Timbs on, put my popcorn, and just watch this joint and enjoy it, man.
Listen, I want to say this, and I'm sure there's probably 1,000 people that will agree, 1,000 people that disagree. Mm-hmm. If you're looking, I think lyrically, I'm going with the Locks.
Of course,
I'm going with the Locks lyrically.
But y'all know Versus is not about lyrics.
It's not about lyrics.
It's about
the hits. It's about the hits.
Now,
so they're gonna have to probably play some Diddy, some Puffy joints.
They got joints with Mariah. I think both groups have they got their gutter music. They got the bars, and then they got the party joints. I don't know what we're gonna get. Now the thing is, on both ends of the spectrum, you got 3 individuals here and 3 individuals here that have their own outside careers. So will they tap into theirs, or will they only do group? Will we hear Jim Jones
aspect to it? Right. Yeah. That's an interesting aspect. You got to hear balling, right?
We got to. If they know what's best for them, they better.
Got to.
But yeah, man, I want y'all to tune to that, man, because for all my hip hop heads, this would be a good one, man. So, check out Versus on Instagram or on Apple TV also. All right.
Ah, man. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yo, listen, I'm putting on my Yankees hat, my Timbs. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be from Philly that day, man.
Yo, I've never had a Yankees hat.
For real?
Never had a Yankees. And after 2009, there was no way I was going to buy a Yankees hat.
Yeah, that's true.
After they beat the Phillies in the World Series.
You a real baseball aficionado, so I know you wouldn't put that on your head.
Yeah, I'm a diehard Philly fan. I'm a diehard Sixers, Eagles, Phillies, and I guess Flyers too, and Union.
Me too.
But Sixers, Eagles, and Phillies, I'm diehard. So
all right. Can I say this though, Jay, real quick?
Go ahead.
I want to say that me too. Everything Philly, right? Mm-hmm. But we grew up in an era, and I hate to keep.
I already know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Right, but it's like when I had a starter jacket, the last team I was worried about was the Sixers. I loved Charlotte Hornets, the Detroit Pistons, Duke. I love Duke. So it was. We grew up in an era where you just put on the team that fit the day or whatever the case.
I had a San Antonio Spurs starter jacket.
Right, and it was fire, wasn't it?
It was fire to me. Fire to me is all that matter, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. So if you ever see me out in the streets, Jay, with a different hat, even though I'm rocking the Sixers today, if you see me with a hat, it's just a hat. Remember that.
Hey, so to speak on that, so me, I was one of the people that always wore different hats, right? Mm-hmm. Till about maybe 10 years ago, right? And I used to wear one of the hats I used to wear was a Pinwheel Patriots throwback joint, right? And this was after the Eagles lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl, right? This was a while back,
right?
And this guy I was working with, he was old, older than me. He's probably a good, 15 years older than me, maybe. I don't know, maybe more than that, 20. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "Well, how can you wear a hat of a team that beat you in the Super Bowl?" And I was like, "It's just a hat, like it's
right."
Yeah, I got it to match something else I was wearing.
Right, exactly.
He couldn't understand that, and I completely. I've had Orioles hats. I've had. I will not wear a Cowboys hat. You won't catch me in the Cowboys anything.
Under no circumstance.
Even though the colors are dope to me.
They are.
But it is what it is. Carolina, I've worn Carolina stuff. Charlotte,
right.
Certain teams. It is what it is. But Jey Hussain, let them know where they can catch you, man.
Hey, listen, y'all. Every week, man. We're on Instagram at REELGODS. We're also on Twitter at Real Gods under the same handle, and that YouTube videos are coming this week. Shout out to my boy Hippie Heem, man. We will be back together soon. So if y'all don't see us together, it's not because we just like the Locks and Dipset, man. We always together, Mm-hmm. But some days we gotta go solo, man. So we appreciate the New Twist family just for having us. All right.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. The door is always open. Door is always open. Hey, that's Jey Hussain, y'all, from The Real Guys. Make sure you check him out and make sure you abide by his suggestions because they're always good. All right. Now let's get back to the music here on the Friday Vibes Morning Show with yours truly, Jay Chris, here on New Twist Radio, newtwistradio.com, and the New Twist Radio app. Coming up in a little bit, we're gonna be talking about the CDC going back on their mask regulations. Keep it locked, y'all.